Welcome back to Brittify. My name is Danica. This week we're going to do 3 meals that are 5 ingredients or less. Tonight we're going to do a Caesar chicken over some egg noodles. Let's get into the ingredients so we can start cooking. We're going to need Caesar dressing, Greek yogurt. You can use sour cream instead. I add salt, pepper, chicken, and Parmesan Reggiano. I'm not going to count the salt and pepper as an ingredient because we all should have that in our cabinet. We're going to count the 5th ingredient as the egg noodles. Let's start off with making the sauce. Okay, so what we're going to start out with is putting some Greek yogurt into the dish. And then we're going to put in a healthy glob, at least I guess it's a glob of Caesar dressing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a fork. I'm going to get that all mixed up like so. Alrighty, so that is all mixed up. Alright, we're going to add the Parmesan to this. And we're also going to add more to the top of the dish as well. Alright, mix that all up. Alrighty. So we're gonna move the chicken into view here. And what we're gonna do with the chicken real quick is we're gonna season it. We're gonna season it heavy. Because unflavored chicken is no good chicken, especially chicken breast. You can use chicken thighs if you like, or chicken thighs. You want to use, if you can get like a turkey or something like that, you can use turkey. You can use whatever floats your boat. All right, I'm going to mix all that up. If you're wondering why I'm using the spatula, I'm quite sick of touching chicken tonight. I do not like touching raw chicken. Usually that's my husband's job, but I did it tonight. All right, we're going to add sauce right on top. Alrighty, we're gonna get all that in there. I have quite a little audience here watching. Mad Hatter. That's Mad Hatter. He's watching. He wants the chicken that's in my pan here. Alright, I'm gonna mix this all up until it's coated generously. I chopped the chicken up into bite-sized pieces because my pan couldn't hold all 4 pieces of chicken. You can use just solid-sized chicken, like chicken breast if you like. That would probably work a little bit better, but this is what I'm going with. Got to work with what you got. And quite frankly, I just did not want to dirty another dish at that point. Okay, we're going to even that all out. So, and we're going to take the rest of this Parmesan cheese, and yes, I did say rest of it, and we're going to sprinkle it right all around top. And what we're going to do is cover this with foil, and we're going to put it in the oven for about 30 minutes, or until the chicken reads 165 internally, and then we're going to pop on the broil we're going to take the foil off, pop on the broil to make the cheese bubbly and gooey and absolutely delicious. So we'll be back in a few. Dinner is done. Look at this. It turned out amazing. It is nice and brown on top. Let's plate up because I don't know about you guys, but I am starving. So let's get this into the bowls. We're gonna scoop out the chicken. I'm gonna stick it over the top of my noodles here. Put some of this yummy sauce kind of thing going on here. All right. So this is night 1 of our 5 ingredient less dinners. We'll see you back soon. Have a good night. Welcome back. This is night 2 of this week's dinners, 5 ingredients or less. Tonight is going to be a fun one. It is mac and cheese with kielbasa. Let's go over the ingredients so we can get to cooking. We're going to need some macaroni. I'm using shells. Kielbasa, evaporated milk, cheese. I'm using 2 types of cheese. We're going to still count this as 1 ingredient. We have sharp cheddar and creamy jack, and salt and pepper. So let's get to cooking. So the first thing I'm going to do is grate up all the cheese so it's ready for us when we're ready for it. So I'm using this neat little cheese grater that's a rotary, just all the way through. That is the creamy jack. And now my favorite type of cheese, sharp cheddar. Sharp cheddar is hands down my favorite cheese of all time. I love it. I love all cheeses, but sharp cheddar is definitely king. There we go. All right, I'm going to finish grating up this cheese and we'll go on to the next step. Okay, so I did forget an ingredient. You're going to need cornstarch. I got about a tablespoon of cornstarch. What I'm going to do is open the can of evaporated milk. Make sure it's evaporated and not sweetened condensed. That'd be really bad. All right. You're right. So we're going to open this up. Alrighty, and we're going to dump right in. The cornstarch is made to help thicken the mixture to make the cheese sauce super creamy. And stir that all in. You're basically making a cornstarch slurry with the cornstarch and the evaporated milk. All right, so that is all good. We're going to stick it to the side. Wipe down my board here. We're going to open up our kielbasa here. Heat up this. So kielbasa, you can use any kind you like. There is turkey, there is sausage. I'm using beef, smoked beef kielbasa here. But use what you have, use what you like. And as I say, it's the name of the game. Do as you please. All right, we're gonna start. I'm gonna cut this up into small rounds, like so. Alrighty, hold on. I have hungry eyes staring at me. I have the husband behind the camera, the dog next to me. I have a ton of little eyes. So I'm going to finish cutting up this sausage and we'll be right back. There's much to do with it. I also want to get shrimp from... All right, so we're gonna put all the meat into the skillet here. We're gonna cook that up until it's nice and brown. Know that these are already fully cooked, so all we really are doing is adding some color to it. Because when you add color to stuff like this, it adds a lot of flavor. So that's what we're doing. So we're gonna cook these up until they're nice and full of color, and then we'll hit to the next step. It looks funny, but trust the process. I'm adding then what we're going to do is cook this until the pasta is completely cooked all the way through, and everything becomes thick and creamy. Then once that is done, we'll add the cheese and the smoked sausage back to the pan, and I'll show you when we get to that point. We're also going to add not lots, because the smoked sausage is salty, and so isn't the cheese. So don't add too much salt in this. And then once it gets to that point, taste and then add. But we are adding in a lot of pepper because pepper is life. There you go. And we'll be back in a moment. Alrighty, so it looks good and thick and creamy. We're gonna add some cheese, and then we're gonna add the cheese. We're gonna add it in handfuls at a time. We don't want to add it all at once because it'll start clumping, and that's no good. We don't want clumpy cheese. We're gonna keep stirring all this in until it's all melted. Oh, alrighty. So like that. We're gonna stir this in until it's nice and cheesy and delicious. Let's see. All right. I might have too much liquid in it, so it's more gonna be really cheesy, but I'm not mad. How can we be mad about a cheesy situation? We're gonna add the sausage right back in here as well. And we're gonna put that in there. All right, it is time to plate up. I am hungry, my husband's hungry, and we are gonna enjoy. All right, dinner is done. We're gonna plate up. It's nice and cheesy and gooey. All right, this is night 2 of our dinners. 5 ingredients are left. We got one more. The last one is gonna be a fun one, so stick around for that one. Have a good night. This is night 3 of our 5 ingredient or less dinners. Tonight is a crescent roll casserole, which I am excited about. It's going to be a cheesy, gooey deliciousness. Let's go into the ingredients so we can get to cooking. We got some shredded chicken. I had some cheese mixed up in it. I got some cream of chicken soup, crescent rolls, cheese, and I had water with a chicken base, or you can use chicken broth. Let's get cooking. First step you're going to do is add your chicken or cheese to your chicken, about a 3/4 of a cup of cheese to chicken. Next step, this is the fun step. We're going to open these up. Does anybody else get spooked when you pop these open? I think everybody's afraid of these things. When they pop open, you're like, you never know when it's going to pop. Every single time. All right, we're going to roll these out. Like so. These are the off-brand, so they probably are going to be not as fun to roll out. as your Pillsbury. But you got to work with what you got. Always work with what you got. Don't be ever afraid to use. I bet this would be kind of cool with some biscuits, like a buttermilk biscuits. Just go with it. Be fearless in the kitchen and don't fear mistakes. Mistakes are going to happen, and sometimes the most delicious things come out of mistakes. Trust me. I am probably the most careless person in the kitchen because it is what it is. Things are going to happen. Mistakes are going to occur. We just got to do. Do I get mad about it? Sure. After I get mad about it, my creative juices get going and I start over. Alrighty. So as you can see, they're all spread out. What you're going to do is you're going to take a tablespoon of your mixture and you're going to put it, maybe that's a little much. I'm going to put it in the center of your, right here at the end of your crescent roll. And you're going to roll it up. Like so. And you're going to continue to do all that until all your crescent rolls are used. And we'll be right back. Alright, I got them all rolled up. Now I'm going to add them to my pan. Make sure they're not touching so they have room to expand. And if they are touching, they may not cook all the way. As you can see how I have them a good distance apart, they will get bigger and they will form together, and that's fine, but they need room to do that. All right, so the first step we're going to do is going to put these in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes, and we'll be right back. We're going to start making our cheese sauce. So we're going to be making the cheese sauce. I got my chicken broth or my water and my chicken base already in here. I'm going to add up my cream of chicken soup. Pop that right in there. And we're going to let that cook and get to a temperature. Then we'll start adding the cheese. And we're going to bring it to a simmer. And then I'll show you what we'll be doing next. They're browning up nicely. See this? So excited. Okay, so what we're gonna do, these are done. If you can see, they're brown. We're gonna add our cheese sauce that we made here. Slowly over the top. I think that is all I'm gonna need for cheese sauce. I'm gonna stick that to the side. I got some remaining cheese. We're gonna sprinkle on top here. It smells so good. And remember to subscribe and to go. I have an Instagram. If you want to go over to my Instagram, I post over there daily. Or at least I try to. So don't forget to do that. I post content, dinner content every Sunday around 4 p.m. Give me a moment here. We're going to put this back in the oven for another 5 to 10 minutes or until brown and bubbly. And when we get to that point, it'll be time to plate up. All right, look at it. It looks so good. I'm not going to play it on camera tonight because I really want to take a photo of this before I destroy it. But It looks so good. I am so excited. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I will see you back here next Sunday. And remember to subscribe, like, and share. Have a good day. Bye.